Bloom ASMR. Hey there, welcome to a little shopping haul. I am Kat, as you probably know by now. Thank you for being here and welcome. I got a request to make another one of these grocery haul videos, which actually surprised me, as I usually keep my mouth shut on the Bloom channel. But once in a while I do enjoy stepping outside of my comfort zone. I guess it's a bit like being comfortably uncomfortable. Nothing wrong with that. So thank you for the request. I do love it when you're giving me ideas, because it allows me to be lazy on the coming up with ideas front. Anyway, I hope you're all doing well and that life is treating you kindly. For the next hour, I'll probably make 2 videos of half an hour each. You will be in good hands, as we're just going to waste some time looking at groceries and checking prices in a typical Belgian Lidl shop. I've got the receipt here. I'll come closer. I hope the camera focuses. See this? Te betalen. That means to pay in Dutch. €236 and 8 cents. And that's for a 3-week supply of groceries. I have no idea whether that's high or not. I often wonder whether what I'm spending is excessive compared to what other people spend in 3 weeks on groceries. And also compared to what people living in other countries pay. So I'm going to show you what I'm eating and buying and how I'm shopping, things like that. Very boring, but maybe you find it interesting or relaxing. All prices I'm going to mention are in euro, meaning that if you live in the US, you'll probably have to convert it to US dollar. And one euro equals about 1.08 US dollars. So just add about 8% to all prices and you've got the amount in US dollar. That being said, let's get started. I've got everything here next to me in bags and in a crate. There's much more stuff in the fridge, but I've decided to keep that for later on in the video, so it can remain fresh as long as possible. Okay, I'll take out the first batch of items. Just give me a minute. First up is some milk, semi-skimmed milk. Some scours. Detergent for white clothes. And what do we have here? Onion rings. Next up, refreshing orange juice. And some pepper pepper, good for sneezing and for keeping the salt shaker company. Some dry sausages, salami. My husband enjoys these. I don't eat meat, but he does, and he enjoys them when he's having his 11th or second breakfast as a snack. It's a mixture of pork and beef. There are 5 servings in this pack. And if I would have to venture a guess, I'd say they cost about maybe €1.50. Let's see what the receipt says. Such a long list. Here they are. It says mini salami gerookd, which translates as mini salami smoked, €2.19. They're about double what I thought they were going to be. We're off to a good start. I'm going to cross them out to make it easier to find other items on the list. Here we go. They're gone. Okay, next victim. Some orange juice. 1 liter from concentrate. Made with 100% orange juice. Shake well before serving and best served chilled. And store upright in the refrigerator. It's funny how they're giving us instructions as if we have no idea about how to drink orange juice. And consume within 2 days. Back in the day, and I'm talking about 2 years ago, this used to be cheap, about 60 euro cents. But since prices have gone through the roof, I wouldn't be surprised if this is over €1 now. Let's see if I'm right. I didn't used to drink orange juice that much. I've only started drinking it on a regular basis about a month ago. Appetite works in mysterious ways. Here it is. Freeway sinaasappels. €1.29 for one. And I bought 2, making €2.58. I think this is about double what it used to be a couple of years ago. And here are the onion rings. It's been such a long time since I've had these. I usually have paprika or salt flavored crisps. Sometimes onion rings can be very sugary. Yeah, the sugar is mentioned before the salt, meaning there's probably more sugar in here than there is salt. I don't know whether I will enjoy these as much as I hope. Regardless, I'm looking forward to trying them. If nothing else, they make great crinkle sounds. One of my favorite types of crisps are Mamma Mia's. Do you have those in your country? I think they're by Lay's. Lay's Grills crisps, the smoked kind. Those are delicious. Snack day uieringen, which is onion rings uieringen. €1.35. Let's cross it out. Some black pepper. These are whole peppercorns. We hardly ever use white pepper, only the black kind. We're allowed to take the pepper home, but only after paying €1.59 for it. Someone once told me that pepper is actually a fruit that grows on a vine, which is probably true, but it's hard to imagine. This washing detergent is of quite good quality. It's concentrated, and you can use it for 28 washing cycles. And you don't need much. This 4ml brand of washing detergent scores high in tests where they compare washing results of different brands of washing detergents. A couple of years ago there was one of those tests, and this 4ml brand got an 8 out of 10. I think the test was organized by the Dutch Consumers Organization. Washing detergent, €3.29. That's alright, isn't it? Some sponge scours in a very crinkly packaging. Scours, some sponge scours in a very non-scratch sponge scours for the gentle and thorough cleaning of crockery, cutlery and glass, as well as non-stick and delicate surfaces. Always test on an inconspicuous area first, so you can mess things up but make sure no one notices. Schuurspons is a sponge scourer. They were 79 €. Okay. Going to put this all away to make room for the next batch. The onion rings. Here we go. Lemon juice. More milk. Some burger buns, sandwiches. Soy margarine. And dishwasher tablets. There's more room for fusilli pasta. I enjoy them because they hold on to sauce very well. They were awarded a Nutri-Score A, which basically means that they're considered to be very healthy. And they're good until February 2027. 5 portions of 100 grams. I don't know, do you weigh your pasta before cooking it? I just go by sight and I just dump it in, not realizing how much I am using. This was 55 cents. Next candidate. I find that dishwasher tablets are trial and error. Some work better than others. I used to buy expensive ones from a well-known brand, but after switching over to these ones, which are probably only 1/3 of the price of the expensive ones, I found that these do the job as well as the other ones. They cost €2.59. That's a good price. And then we have the burger buns, American style. I don't really know what that means. Do they have different type of buns in the UK? I don't know. We pretty much use the same ones here in Belgium to have hamburgers in. They have 2 kinds in Lidl. They have these ones, and then you have larger ones with sesame seeds on top. I actually prefer the larger ones. Usually the patty doesn't quite fill the bun, whereas it does when you use these smaller buns. They're good, they're fluffy. No complaints, I'm happy with them. burgerbroodjes. Burger buns coming in at €1.15. Some soy margarine, 100% vegetable margarine. Contains omega-3. For cooking and baking, we switch between farm butter and regular margarine. I do enjoy the taste of farm butter. A total fat percentage of 75%. Vitador soja margarine, soy margarine, €1.99. Just short of €2. More milk. Semi-skimmed milk again, but this time it's in half-a-litre bottles, which come in handy because I don't have milk that often and a full litre bottle can be too much because you have to consume it quite quickly before it goes off. $0.76 times 2, because I bought 2, is €1.34. Here is some lemon juice from concentrate. It's always good to have this in the fridge in case you run out of lemons. My husband puts this in his tea. He enjoys his Earl Grey, like Captain Picard does in Star Trek. Tea, Earl Grey, hot. 99.88% lemon juice from juice concentrate. And they sold this for 29 cents times 2 makes 58 euro cents. That's it for this batch. I'll take them away. That went quickly, didn't it? Instant soup. 2 packets. Some kiwis. Salt of the earth. Diet Coke. Coke Zero. A 6-pack And this is macaroni and some regular spaghetti, essential. This is like a maxi pack of 1 kilo. Again, a Nutri-Score, okay? It's good until 2027. I have spaghetti at least once a week. Check the price. O Combino spaghetti 1 kilo, €1.19. Next up, a 6-pack Diet Coke by Freeway, which is Lidl's own brand. I used to be a Pepsi lover until I discovered this Lidl Coke, and ever since then, if I have a choice between a Lidl Coke and a Pepsi Coke, I'll go for the Lidl one. It doesn't have the typical artificial sweetener aftertaste. I'm gonna put this to one side. And check the price. And it's here, almost at the top of the list. Freeway Cola Zero, €1.69 times 2 makes €3.38. Then we have the cup soups, vegetable flavor and leek. I like them both equally. There are 5 servings in each. It's easy to prepare. It's not too salty, and it's filling. I have these for my 11s, and the tomato flavor is excellent as well. They have pumpkin flavor too, and if I'm not mistaken, probably asparagus as well. I'm less of a fan of those, but these ones are really good. The vegetable one has croutons in it as well. I'm sure I'll finish these quickly. See how much they were. And they were €1.19 each. This is probably a remnant of Italian week at Lidl. It's a special type of macaroni. Macaroni Alfredo. They're like tubes of pasta wrapped around something. Never had these before, and I'm excited to try them. They were Italiano macaroni, €1.49. And finally, some fruit, some kiwis. They're still hard. Imported from Italy. They'll have to ripen for at least 3 to 4 more days before they're edible. Kiwis are usually expensive. €3.79. Yeah, that's quite high. And last but not least on this tray, the salt, my trusty companion. Makes most things better. I have to admit that I put salt just about anything. I don't think there are 2 meals a month where I don't add salt. Oh, it's become a joke when we go to visit family, when we have dinner, for instance. They always say, put the salt next to Kat, you know she's going to need it. Which reminds me, I really need to buy a new salt shaker. I have a boring traditional one, but I'd love one in the shape of an owl or something else that's unusual. Table salt, how much could that be? Kanya tafelzout. Kanya table salt, 75 cents. Okay, these ones can go. Let's put some other groceries on the table. Toilet rolls, another essential. Almost 400 sheets. That's what I always pay attention to. How many sheets are there in a roll? Most rolls in Lidl have 200 or even just 150 sheets. You have to replace them quickly. But these, at least you can use them for a couple of days before having to replace them. These are the ones I always get. And they were Floralis wc-papier 2 lagen, which means toilet paper, two layers, €3.75. Who wants to come next? A can of chopped tomatoes and red wine. One bottle of red wine, 2 bottles of red wine, 3 bottles of red wine, 4 bottles of red wine,